Good afternoon, and welcome to the 9th Annual Arizona Corporate Counsel Awards, the ACC Awards, presented in conjunction with the State Bar of Arizona and the Association of Corporate Counsel, Arizona Chapter. My name is Michael Gossi. I'm the Editor-in-Chief of AZ Big Media, and I'm the host for today's awards ceremony. You know, I'm an Italian guy from New York, so usually I get nervous around a bunch of lawyers, but this is actually one of my favorite events of the year. This afternoon, we recognize and celebrate some of our state's greatest legal minds working in corporate counsel in Arizona. Perhaps there has never been a more challenging year than 2020. Nearly every industry has been affected by the pandemic, and it took strength, resilience, and creativity to tackle the myriad challenges that corporate counsel faced this past year. Once again, corporate legal talent rose to the occasion in brilliant fashion, as was repeatedly demonstrated by the incredible finalists we are honoring tonight. Just like corporate counsel, our ACC Awards has had to make some changes too. For the first time in the event's history, we are broadcasting the awards virtually on Hopin. And to tell you a little bit about Hopin, I'd like to introduce Lynette Carrington, our marketing and events specialist.
Thank you, Michael. Welcome to the 2021 ACC Awards on the Hopin platform. Hopin is easy to use, interactive, and it's virtually impossible to get lost. At any given time, a red indicator on the left-hand side of your screen will show you exactly what area to click on to take you to the current portion of the event. Additionally, the event chat on the right-hand side of the screen will tell you exactly where you need to be at any given moment of the ACC Awards. Have a question? I will be available in the event chat for the duration of the event. Stay tuned at the awards ceremony conclusion for some engaging networking. We hope you enjoy the 2021 ACC Awards.
Thank you for that quick tutorial, Lynette. Before we get started with the awards, I'd like to introduce my co-host for today's program. Please welcome Amy Lindsay, publisher of AZ Big Media.
Thank you, Michael. It's a pleasure to be here this afternoon, honoring all of our esteemed finalists for this year's 2021 ACC Awards. Any dynamic corporation needs a talented legal team to counsel, protect, lead, and inspire the company it represents. So too, our 2021 ACC Awards would not be possible without the collaborative efforts of our incredible sponsors. Please join me in expressing appreciation to our sponsors for their ongoing support of Arizona's corporate legal community. Our presenting partners, State Bar of Arizona, Association of Corporate Counsel, Arizona Chapter, our premier sponsors, Ogletree Deacons, Cressa, our Spotlight Award sponsor, Grant Thornton, our signature sponsors, Sparklight, Littler, Copper Point Insurance Companies, Insight Enterprises, Axon Enterprise. Thank you to all of our valued 2021 ACC Award sponsors.
Thank you to all our sponsors. Amy and I would also like to give a shout out to some of our colleagues at AZ Big Media who helped make the 2021 ACC Awards what they are today. The owner and CEO of AZ Big Media, Mike Atkinson. Our digital marketing and Hopin platform expert, Paul Sham. And our marketing and event specialist, Lynette Carrington.
Even if you're not a finalist tonight, or if you don't want to wait for the awards program to start, you can become a part of the show right now. Follow AZ Big Media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and share your reactions and thoughts using hashtag ACC Awards 2021. And don't forget to keep an eye and use the event chat window on the right-hand side of the screen throughout the event.
Before we get to our 2021 ACC Awards ceremony, I would like to thank one of our presenting sponsors, the State Bar of Arizona, who has been supportive and an important part of our ongoing ACC Awards success. I'd now like to introduce Lisa M. Panahi, General Counsel for the State Bar of Arizona, to say a few words this afternoon.
I'm honored to be speaking on behalf of the State Bar of Arizona, and congratulations to this year's nominees. The State Bar's mission is to serve and protect the public with respect to the provision of legal services and access to justice. We work to ensure that lawyers and the future legal paraprofessionals that we will be welcoming to the practice of law here in Arizona are competent, ethical, and professional. Last year, the practice of law was turned upside down by COVID-19. Lawyers in all practice areas have had to adjust to practicing law in a remote environment, some while juggling at-home schooling with children and others having to become more technologically savvy than ever before, especially when a Zoom filter turns you into a cat for your court appearance. At the bar, we too have had to adjust to performing our mission and responsibilities in this new socially distanced work environment, but our mission and core values remain the same. We strive to provide a supportive and collegial professional community where Arizona legal professionals are at their best to provide the highest quality of service and representation. We espouse equal access to legal service for all Arizona residents, especially those in underrepresented communities. In addition to the education and resources we provide to further our mission, the State Bar is proud to support events like the ACC Awards, honoring the highly competent, ethical, and professional corporate counsel nominated this year. On behalf of the State Bar, I would like to congratulate all of the finalists and winners.
Thank you once again, Lisa. We appreciate all that you and the State Bar of Arizona do for the legal field in Arizona. Next, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker, Grant Woods. I take no responsibility for anything he says or does. Grant is a partner at Gallagher & Kennedy, PA, and former Attorney General for the state of Arizona. Additionally, Grant Woods is the founder of the Mesa Boys and Girls Club, the Mesa Education Foundation, and the Mesa Arts Academy, one of Arizona's first successful charter schools. And many people may not know this, but Grant Woods is also a very talented musician and a musical collaborator. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome the one, the only, celebrated legal mind, Grant Woods.
Well, first, let me thank you for asking me to come back and speak with you again. This is like third or fourth time, I think, and this is obviously the most unusual way we've done it, but we're all used to it by now, and hopefully this is the last time we do it like this. But I appreciate being with you all on an important occasion. It's pretty exciting to see the lawyers that are honored at this event and to hear the great things that they've been doing in the corporate world. So that's, I guess, basically what I wanted to talk to you about just briefly here, and that is I only have 5 minutes, so someone told me, well, you can tell some lawyer jokes in 5 minutes, you'll be done. And I don't tell lawyer jokes because I don't like lawyer jokes. They're kind of dumb as a rule. And I'm going to do just the opposite. I'm going to praise lawyers here and kind of shine a light on lawyers, like the ones that we're honoring here with this event. But when I look back over the last few years, I wrote something for the Bar Journal 4 years ago, and I said that I think the challenge for this country of whether our Constitution is going to hold is ultimately going to come down to lawyers. That was quite controversial. It was taken as a real shot at the new president, Trump, and it was, and that's fine. So a lot of people didn't like that, but I think it came to fruition. Ultimately, it came to lawyers, and it came to judges who are lawyers to stand up for the Constitution, to stand up for the rule of law. And we saw this very early on. I was very proud of our profession when I saw that when we had what I viewed as a bigoted travel ban based upon religion, that lawyers showed up at airports across the United States to help people out. Even though they didn't practice immigration law, they would figure it out. And we just saw this time after time after time when we saw assaults on the Constitution, on our basic rights as citizens, on our system of government. Lawyers stood tall. Now, I understand in every case there's lawyers on the other side, but I'm not going to focus on that. A lot of them, I think, just thought they were doing their job, and they did their job. But you really saw people from the private sector stand up and I think do the right thing. You also saw the corporate community itself, not just the lawyers, stand up and say, no, we're not going to participate in anything related to this. When we saw the insurrection in January, corporations across the United States stood up and said, no, we're going to cut off political funding to anyone who had anything to do with that, because that was 100% against what we stand for as Americans. So that takes some guts. It takes guts for lawyers to do it. The easy way out is just to do the status quo and say, well, I don't take a position on that. To actually stand up and put yourself on the line, like so many of you did and so many people in Arizona did, it takes guts, and I'm proud of our profession there. And then I want to just mention one other thing for you, and that is that I hope we don't have those challenges in the year ahead and years ahead, but we always have some challenges. And I think the corporate community can be the one that steps up there. And in particular, I'll just give you an example in my practice. I represent several companies nationally with regulators and with attorneys general in particular. One of those is CenturyLink. And CenturyLink has a project now. They looked at the way they hired counsel, the way they hired firms across the country, who were the partners who got the work. This is a top 150 company in the United States. And they saw that it was remarkably male and remarkably white. And so they decided to do something about it. And so what they've done is they picked 6, 7, 8 firms around the United States. Gallagher & Kennedy, my firm, is the one here in the West. And we identify associates. So the associate might be a person of color. Certainly it could be a woman. It could be all of the above. It could be based upon sexual orientation. But it would be associates who generally don't get the opportunity ever, perhaps, or certainly not until later in their career, to deal at a high level with a top 150 company. And so they've set out with the program. You're going to work, our associate, for example, in this program at Gallagher & Kennedy, will work with partners and associates around the country at these other firms. They'll work with people up and down the ladder at CenturyLink so they get to know them, so that they could be the next generation there to get the business and to understand the business. And it's a real hands-on way to understand how big companies think, what their challenges are, that you usually don't have when you're only 2, 3, 4 years out of law school. So I'm excited about that. And I challenge you as general counsel and as people who represent corporate America to do the same thing. Civil rights can be grandiose things, and that's important, but ultimately it comes down to basic equal opportunities for people. And in our legal profession, we can do better than we've done in the past. We are doing better. But there's, as always in civil rights, there's a way to go. Now, maybe it's not just going to be civil rights. It can be many other areas. Taking on projects that will project well for the company, but basically they're just the right thing to do. So I just give you that example with CenturyLink because they decided to do it because they thought it was the right thing to do. And they could impact people's lives, the lives of minority partners in firms across the United States. And if you're interested in something like that, get a hold of me over at Gallagher, and we'll work with you, with your company, and come up with something that would be appropriate for your company. But whatever it is, I guess my message to conclude is this, and that is, we're lucky. We live here in a state that's had some great leaders. We've had some real idiots, and we still do. That's no secret. But we've had some great leaders. One of them was Sandra Day O'Connor. And Justice O'Connor reminded us often that we say we're a profession. We don't say this is just a job. A job's a job. But what's the difference? Well, with a profession, you have a responsibility to the community. You have a responsibility to your state and to your country to do more than just do your job. That's not enough. Then it's a job, not a profession. If we're going to call ourselves a profession, if we're going to be a great profession, as we have been many times in our country's past, then we have that responsibility to make this community what we want it to be. You're the leaders of this legal community here in Arizona, and what I hope is that you'll step up on your own and make this place a better place to be. The leaders that we're honoring here in this event have shown they have the ability, and they have performed, and they've done great things. There's more to do. So I challenge you to come together, and for all of us to come together as lawyers and make this place better. Thank you.
Before we get to our highly anticipated award ceremony, I'd like to thank the Association of Corporate Counsel Arizona Chapter for being a presenting sponsor in the prestigious ACC Awards. We value their expertise and commitment to the legal industry. Next, I'd like to bring up Mark Rogers, Chapter President of the Association of Corporate Counsel Arizona Chapter.
I look forward to this event every year, and I miss not being able to look out across the sea of tables, all full of people gathered for this occasion. Still, I am very happy that we are able to hold this event another way, to recognize extraordinary achievement from in-house counsel. My remarks last year opened with a reminder to look at the big picture, not to lose sight of the forest on account of the trees. I had something other than a pandemic in mind that night, but in retrospect, it was a good reminder, maybe even good advice for the year ahead. From my conversations with other in-house counsel and participation in multiple Zoom meetings, I know that many in-house counsel were able to work remotely and stay safe this past year. We are very fortunate in that regard, and most of us did not have to face the challenges of the front lines in person. In our work environments, though, we did have new challenges. We had to do all of the keep the lights on work and also had to make time to address these new challenges. So, what were some of these new challenges? Well, for example, there is keeping employees safe in a pandemic while continuing business operations and meeting customers' requirements, or providing boards with the information they need to carry out their oversight responsibilities, or taking part in discussions about changes to the workforce strategy that may be part of the next normal. Meeting these new challenges highlights the importance of having in-house counsel who understand the mission, vision, and strategy of their companies, and who are well prepared for resolving complex problems. The Arizona chapter of the Association of Corporate Counsel is dedicated to helping in-house counsel develop as in-house lawyers and to develop networks of other in-house counsel and advisors. I hope that our efforts have contributed to the resilience and success of in-house counsel this past year. The chapter's regular operations were significantly slowed by the inability to meet in person, but I am hopeful that we will be able to return to that type of gathering later this year. In my remarks last year, I also said that the big picture for ACC in Arizona is quite promising. This past year has not changed my point of view. Membership in the chapter is very strong, and the number of companies relocating to Arizona or expanding in Arizona is also strong. That is a promising picture for in-house counsel opportunities, and the chapter will be here to serve them. I offer my thanks to our chapter administrator for maintaining the chapter's operations this past year. I offer my thanks as well to our co-presenting sponsor, the State Bar of Arizona, premier sponsors Ogletree Deacons and Cressa, Spotlight Award sponsor Grant Thornton, and the signature sponsors. Working with AZ Business Magazine on this event makes it possible to recognize some extraordinary legal talent here in Arizona. And to all the finalists, congratulations.
Thank you to Mark Rogers and to the Association of Corporate Counsel Arizona Chapter. And now, it's time for the final verdicts. Let's get to the awards. Picking the best counsel from our talented and accomplished pool of nominees was not easy. We had a record number of nominations this year and broke the finalists down into 10 unique categories. We also added new categories this year: a Lifetime Achievement Award, and, because of everything that was going on, an Overcoming Obstacles Award. We will begin the awards portion of our ceremony by introducing Ashley Snyder, principal at Cressa, who will present our first 4 awards.
Cressa is the world's largest tenant representation firm, only representing users of space, and corporations. We are very grateful for the opportunity to once again sponsor the Arizona Corporate Counsel Awards. Let's get this event off to a great start. 2020 may have been filled with challenges, but the following group of nominees shined in their role with their respective growing companies. Here are the finalists for Private Company General Counsel of the Year, less than 200 employees.
Leslie Hess, Delta Dental of Arizona. Renee Mitchell, California Closet Company. Catherine Pearson, Springboard Healthcare. Timothy Schaffery, Smith Bagley, DBA, Cellular One of Northeastern Arizona.
And the winner for Private Company General Counsel of the Year, less than 200 employees, is Catherine Pearson, Springboard Healthcare. Congratulations once again to Catherine Pearson of Springboard Healthcare. The next award is for Private Company General Counsel of the Year, more than 200 employees.
Sara Begley, Copper Point Insurance Companies. Don Grove, Karsten Manufacturing Corporation. Adam Martinez, OfferPad. Kristen Pava, Massage Envy Franchising, LLC. Justin Powell, Isogenics International, LLC.
And the winner for Private Company General Counsel of the Year, more than 200 employees, is great, Don Grove with Karsten Manufacturing Corporation. Congratulations once again, Don Grove with Karsten Manufacturing Corporation. The next award I will be presenting is Educational Institution General Counsel of the Year. And here are the finalists.
Jose A. Cardenas Sr., ASU. Brian Roberts, Grand Canyon University. Laura Todd Johnson, University of Arizona.
And the winner for Educational Institution General Counsel of the Year is Laura Todd Johnson with University of Arizona. Congratulations once again to Laura Todd Johnson with University of Arizona. The next award also had a lot of talent and consideration, the Up and Comer of the Year Award. And here are the finalists.
Steve Cook, Nikola Corporation. Joshua Ernst, Salt River Project. Michael LaClare, Isogenics International, LLC. Michael Solhasek, Discount Tire.
The winner for Up and Comer of the Year Award is Michael LaClare of Isogenics International.
Thank you so much, Ashley, and congratulations once again to Michael LaClare of Isogenics. To present our next award, please welcome Brad Preber, CEO of Grant Thornton.
Hello, I'm Brad Preber, the CEO of Grant Thornton. Grant Thornton is one of 6 truly global professional audit, tax, and advisory firms. At Grant Thornton, we make business more personal and build trust into every result. I'm honored to be here this afternoon presenting a 2021 ACC Award to an outstanding legal talent whose leadership and expertise speaks for itself. The next award had such tough competition that the judges had to name 2 award winners. The category is Legal Department of the Year, and the finalists are
Carvana Legal Team. Harvest Health and Recreation, Inc., Legal Department. Limelight Networks, Legal Department. Luke Air Force Base, Legal Department. McKesson Corporation, Arizona Legal Team.
the co-winners for the Legal Department of the Year are the Carvana Legal Team and the McKesson Corporation Arizona Legal Team. Congratulations to both Carvana and McKesson Corporation Arizona for your wins.
Thank you so much, Brad. And congratulations once again to both the Carvana and the McKesson legal teams. Next, I'd like to introduce my good friend, Joe Cleese, shareholder of Ogletree Deacons, who will present our next 4 awards.
Michael, thank you. Ogletree Deacons is absolutely delighted to be a sponsor of the ACC Awards this year. We're one of the largest labor and employment law firms in the world, with about 1,000 lawyers in 60 offices globally. Here in Arizona, we're the largest labor and employment law practice, with about 25 professionals in offices in Phoenix and Tucson, and many people working at home, serving clients throughout the Southwest. We congratulate all the nominees and finalists in this year's award, and we're so excited that so many of them are clients and friends. So let's get underway, and congratulations to all. The first award I'll be presenting this afternoon is for Public Company General Counsel of the Year, an employer with less than 500 employees in Arizona. And here are the finalists.
Martin Felly, Blue Yonder. Julie Reistedt, Western Alliance Bank. Nicole Stanton, Harvest Health and Recreation, Inc. Tim White, Meritage Homes.
And the winner for Public Company General Counsel of the Year with less than 500 employees is, it's exciting, a great group of nominees. The winner is Nicole Stanton from Harvest Health and Recreation. Congratulations once again to Nicole Stanton with Harvest Health and Recreation. The next award is for Public Company General Counsel of the Year in the medium-sized category. And here are the finalists.
Catherine Ellingson, Republic Services. Isaiah Fields, Axon. John Murphy, Nextiva. Carlos Rojas, Sprouts Farmers Market. Peter Whitty, Cable One.
And the winner for Public Company General Counsel of the Year, medium-sized company, is Isaiah Fields from Axon. Congratulations, Isaiah. The next award for Public Company General Counsel of the Year is for the large-size company. And here are the finalists.
Lacey Bundy, PetSmart. Samuel C. Cowley, Insight. Nima Kelly, GoDaddy. Robert E. Smith, Pinnacle West Capital Corporation. Don Valdiva, Honeywell International.
Wow, what a tremendous group of finalists. And the winner for Public Company General Counsel of the Year, large-size company, is my neighbor, Lacey Bundy from PetSmart. Congratulations once again to Lacey Bundy and her team at PetSmart. The next award is for Nonprofit Healthcare Company of the Year, In-House Counsel. And here are the finalists.
Shannon Fox Fraser, Honor Health. Tim Harton, TMC Healthcare. Andie Vack, Banner Health.
Probably no tougher place to be than healthcare this year. And the winner of the Nonprofit Healthcare Company In-House Counsel of the Year Award is Andie Vack with Banner Health. Congratulations, Andie.
Congratulations once again to Andie Vack with Banner Health, and thank you to all the healthcare professionals who really made this year special. You know, the fun isn't over yet, and we have 2 prestigious awards that we saved for last. I'm very honored to present an award that we created this year to recognize the unique challenges that 2020 presented to the corporate legal departments everywhere in our state. You know, the winner of the Overcoming Obstacles Award had the seemingly insurmountable task of navigating how the pandemic affected the company, not just here in the United States, but also in multiple countries in North America and South America where the company does business. All of this came during a year where every business leader struggled. There were new challenges. There were unprecedented legal ramifications, along with the optics of every decision being made. But this attorney handled all those challenges and then some. The winner of the Overcoming Obstacles Award is Dawn Valdiva from Honeywell International. Congratulations once again to Dawn and to Honeywell International. Thank you for everything you did to help our state through the pandemic. To present our final award of the evening, I'd like to bring back AZ Big Media publisher, Amy Lindsay.
Thank you, Michael. I'm happy to be here presenting the 2021 ACC Award for Lifetime Achievement. This honoree has been with her respective company since 2008 and rose to its general counsel in 2014. She now oversees all legal functions and regulatory affairs for the company. She is well respected and considered a top legal mind in the industry. She is also one of Arizona's Business Magazine's most influential women of 2019. The 2021 ACC Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Sara Begley, Copper Point Insurance Companies.
Congratulations once again to Sara Begley and to Copper Point Insurance Companies for an ongoing spectacular legal career. Thank you once again to our event sponsors, Cressa, Ogletree Deacons, and Grant Thornton. And thank you for joining us this afternoon. Join us for networking here on Hopin immediately following the conclusion of our awards ceremony. We look forward to seeing you next year at the 2022 ACC Awards. In person.